Hello, and welcome to MageeNews.com. We have a very special and, might I add, important guest with us today. He was the first Republican in over 100 years to win a statewide election in Mississippi in 1978. He has been re-elected 5 times and currently serving his 6th term in office. With this in mind, he not only serves Mississippi, but he also serves for the United States. Please welcome the United States Senator from Mississippi, Senator Thad Cochran. We're glad to have you.
Thank you.
If you did not know, Senator Cochran is a man of many accomplishments, thus having his seniority in the Senate. But before we get to your life and duties you currently serve now, do you mind if I ask about your life before you became in the Senate? Became a senator?
I don't mind at all.
Okay. Senator Cochran, in 1961, you enrolled in the School of Law for the University of Mississippi, and everyone has that dream that they want to pursue and take part of. And you were an attorney before you became a senator. What gave you this lead to get into law and study law?
When I was a student at the University of Mississippi, I was a liberal arts student, and I enjoyed and did well in courses involving reading and writing, the basics. And my mother was a math teacher, and my father had been the superintendent of the schools that I had attended growing up in grammar school and high school. And my mother had a master's degree in mathematics, and I assumed that I was going to be capable of doing things in that area, and I was exploring the possibilities of maybe studying chemistry. I had an uncle, my mother's brother, who was a chemical chemist at Vicksburg Chemical Company. And my father had a sister who was married to a chemical engineer and who was a superintendent of a paper company in Pensacola, Florida. And I was really attracted to the fact that both of them had done very well in their chosen profession. And I thought, you know, that's probably what I ought to do. And so I remember getting a chemistry set for Christmas one year and thinking, all right, I'm off to the races now. I'm going to learn about chemistry. But then I entered the University of Mississippi, and I took chemistry and college algebra and English course, an English course for freshman English students, a political science course, just kind of a general broad liberal arts approach. And I was shocked and dismayed when I made a D- in chemistry. I thought, good grief, this
So
is
that
terrible.
wasn't
Maybe
your area?
this is a mistake. I made an A in English, and the other courses I did B's and an occasional C. But I discovered I was not really as attracted to chemistry as I thought I would be. So I wound up being a liberal arts major, doing well in English and reading and writing courses. Political science, I was sort of okay in that. But anyway, I had my mind changed for me because obviously I was not going to be a chemical engineer, not a very good one anyway. But you know, I learned a good lesson, I think, from that experience. Knowing yourself, getting to know yourself is one of the most important things that you can learn. And as it's turned out, I have ended up going to law school after serving in the U.S. Navy, doing really well in law school, and I found my niche. And I was very lucky at that early in my career in life to settle into a plan of going to law school, practicing law in Mississippi, and then being encouraged to run for Congress, which I never had any real notion that I would be. But I was invited to do that, and ended up being off to Washington at age 34 to represent the 4th Congressional District of Mississippi. And then, as they say, the rest is history.
Okay. Well, what do you plan on letting people know at the polls as you run for re-election on June 3rd before they go?
Well, I'm looking forward to the campaign for the United States Senate for re-election. I'm encouraged that the campaign is going very well, and I'm looking forward to being re-elected for another 6-year term in the U.S. Senate.
Well, we are certainly glad to have you here at MageeNews.com, and we wish you the best of luck, and thank you very much. Be sure to vote for Thad Cochran, again, for Senator of Mississippi.
Thank you.